CTV News with Carlyle Fiset.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight north of London in a candlelight vigil for the victim of a fatal car crash earlier this week. With more on the stories and memories shared at Medway High School's football field, here's Lauren Stallone.
I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Hundreds wept as family and friends of 17-year-old Gavin DeClark gathered to honor his life.
He wants you all to know that he loves everyone. And we want everybody to mourn in their own way.
DeClark's father addressed the mourning community at a vigil held at Medway High School Wednesday night.
I look around and I see everybody here and I feel so thankful for all of your support.
DeClark was killed in a violent crash north of London last week.
We want you to support each other like these great friends have done up here.
Friends saying their final goodbyes to the young man that impacted so many lives.
I hope he knows how much I loved him, how much he meant to me.
Me and him used to talk about what we'd do after high school. Me and him both wanted to enlist together, but we had different ways of going about it. I'd say I wanted to go to college. He would respond with, nah, I'm getting straight into it.
We looked up at the stars last night, found the brightest star. We were like, yep, that's Gavin.
The crowd stood together lighting candles in memory of Gavin, a quiet tribute, speaking louder than words ever could. Every flame a reflection of grief, but also a promise that his spirit will be remembered forever.
I know that Gavin would want all of us to push through and stay together as one big family. And that's what we're going to do. We have to push through for him.
Lauren Stallone, CTV News.
Beyond the school community, the crash has also impacted neighbors who live near the site. With more on that reaction, here's Brian Bicknell.
Gavin DeClark was just 17 years old when his life was taken in a two-vehicle crash on Medway Road. Neighbor Dick Loss arrived home shortly after.
There was a lot of activity down there, and the debris on the road was horrendous.
In a statement, Gavin's family said, "We are deeply devastated by the loss of our son Gavin and so grateful for the love and support that we've received from family, friends, and our community." Gavin was from Thorndale and attended Medway High School, just west of where the crash occurred.
He was a nice, quiet kid.
Principal Chris Smith says the school community is in mourning with a tragic events team on hand.
It's been a tough 48 hours, for sure. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that. It's heavy, and students and staff are feeling the loss.
The collision happened Monday afternoon. Police said Gavin was driving an SUV traveling eastbound on Medway Road when the vehicle crossed into the path of an oncoming feed truck. He died at the scene. The truck driver suffered minor injuries. Neighbor Don Gogol, who didn't want to appear on camera, witnessed the truck leave the roadway.
I just was coming out the door to see the truck veering off the road, hit the pole in the corn field, and the driver dropped out right away.
As for Medway Road itself, neighbors say it is well patrolled by the OPP, but it has become increasingly busy, with many drivers speeding and often unaware they're sharing the road with farm vehicles.
Tractors pulling grain wagons. There's large spray equipment, lots of farm equipment that is very apparent during harvest.
In the meantime, all that's left of the crash are the marks from the two vehicles involved and this memorial set up where the SUV came to rest.
Sad for the family, and we've actually, between my wife and myself, discussed that someday it's going to happen, and yeah, lo and behold, it did.
Brian Bicknell, CTV News.
Meanwhile, OPP are investigating a fatal crash from earlier this week near St. Thomas. According to police, someone driving a pickup truck hit a pedestrian Monday morning on John Wise Line. They say the 17-year-old was rushed to hospital but did not survive. Police say the 57-year-old who hit the pedestrian was not hurt. To the manslaughter trial at the London courthouse. The mother whose toddler died finished her testimony today, denying she did anything wrong to cause her young child's death. With more, here's Nick Paparella.
Roseanne Vanderweel, the mother of Nathaniel McClellan, spent a total of 8 days on the stand testifying at the manslaughter trial of the woman who babysat her 15-month-old son. 7 of the days were under cross-examination from defense lawyer Jeff Snow. As he wrapped up, he pointed the finger at Vanderweel, suggesting she caused the head injury that led to the death of Nathaniel in October of 2015. Snow said that after he was struck by a steel door the night before being dropped off at the home of the babysitter, 46-year-old Megan Van Hoof, the mother was trying to deflect blame to the accused. She responded, "Megan told me he fell and hit his head with her." The defense suggested that Vanderweel was trying to influence police and doctors to make the accused look guilty. And she said, "For me, the whole process is not about Megan. For me, I did everything because I loved my son, and that's why I did all of this." She continued, "The focus is I wanted to know what happened to my son." Nathaniel died in hospital after being picked up from Van Hoof by Vanderweel. 6 years after the death in 2021, Van Hoof of Strathroy would eventually be charged with 1 count of manslaughter and has pled not guilty. The Crown's case resumes on Thursday. Nick Paparella, CTV News.
London police say they're looking for a suspect accused of sexual assault. According to police, a woman got into a ride-share early Sunday morning on Richmond Row with a man she did not know. Police say they got out together near Wonderland and Westminster Drive, where the suspect assaulted her. She then flagged down a passing driver and called 911. The suspect is described as brown-skinned, approximately 5'8", medium build, with short dark brown hair and clean-shaven, wearing a dark blue long-sleeve shirt with brown pants and white shoes. OPP and London police say they've shut down an illegal cannabis store for the second time in 2 months. According to police, the dispensary operating under the name Chief's Corner reopened after it was shut down in August. They say in mid-September they learned the dispensary had resumed operations, leading to the second bust. Investigators say they seized an estimated $33,000 worth of cannabis products. A 22-year-old from Southwold has been charged, with a court appearance scheduled for later this month. Officials at City Hall are projecting another significant budget surplus for the 3rd year in a row. At the midway point, the 2025 budget is tracking toward a $23.6 million surplus, plus $6.6 million in the water and wastewater budgets. That follows last year's $60 million surplus and $28 million in 2023. According to the budget chair, if the surplus holds until the end of the year, the money will be used to address other municipal needs.
We have surplus deficit policies, and we follow those policies as there's debt in the city still be paid off, there's unfunded liabilities, future infrastructure projects coming up. One of our reserve funds to do with water is actually completely depleted.
Lobbyists for local developers were at a council committee meeting today, urging members to open up the same amount of land for future development, despite the provincial government decreasing population projections for London.
Ensuring that we have enough land and enough land supply as a way to combat housing affordability is going to be one of the key pieces here. I think this is on a good trajectory now, and we certainly encourage council to stay down this path.
Councillors are considering how much land needs to be added within the urban growth boundary to accommodate the next 30 years of growth. However, the provincial government slashed London's population estimates since the draft plan was completed. Despite concerns of adding too much land and creating sprawl, the planning committee agreed with the developers.
We changed the number, we changed the goalpost. We're back to another year's worth of work to get back, and then what, we're going to change to the next set of ministry numbers. At some point, we have to say this was the starting line, these are the numbers we're working from, and we need to make some decisions.
A new clinic is open in London, offering support for young people living with eating disorders. With more on the services available and the people providing them, here's Rita Ismail.
Welcome to the harbor. This is a safe place.
It's a new clinic with a clear mission, helping students and young adults navigate the often stormy waters of eating disorders.
Is a multidisciplinary approach to set up a team approach for each person, because often someone would be put into a program and it doesn't work for them. Why? Because one size does not fit all. They withdraw. We want a customized approach for each individual person, and that hasn't been done before.
Launched by the Eating Disorders Foundation of Canada, the clinic offers not just clinical treatment, but mentorship, community, and support rooted in lived experience.
It's not just about the food. There's so much more. It's the tip of the iceberg. And yet when we look at the concept of eating disorders and the fact that it is truly a mental illness, and it's one that has not been given enough attention. So we'll have individuals who have disordered eating thoughts, and they have no idea that they're even in this situation until it's extreme.
Designed with collaboration in mind, the Harbour is working closely with Western University and Fanshawe College to reach students who may be struggling in silence.
It's designed for the students. So when you emerge from age 14, 15, 16, you leave home, you come to school, there's a whole transition period, and that's a time where eating disorders surface.
Funded partially by donations, Harbour Clinic has met with 40 patients since opening last year and is already seeing a growing demand.
We are in great need for donors to see the incredible purpose and need for this here in London.
To support its work, the clinic is hosting a benefit concert October 30th at London Music Hall. Rita Ismail, CTV News.
Striking postal workers took their picket lines to MP offices across the country today, including rallies in our region. With more on their message in the midst of their job action, here's Scott Miller.
The statement is, this is our post office.
Canada Post's 55,000 unionized employees have been off the job since Friday, one day after the federal government proposed a path forward for Canada Post that would see the end of door-to-door mail delivery and an end to the moratorium on rural post office closures.
If you go out west, into the prairies, you might have a small rural post office, and that's the only federal infrastructure they have left in that town for a 100, 200, 300-kilometer radius, right? Even here in our small town of Goderich, we have rural communities, we have farmers, we have farmland that we need to get to.
Canada Post workers have been without a contract for 2 years. They went on strike last December, but were ordered back to work by the federal government just before Christmas.
Make no mistake, this is the very same strike.
Canada Post says you can't get blood from a stone. The company loses $10 million a day and has lost $5 billion since 2018.
Canadians are using us less and less, but now as taxpayers, they're paying more and more for that. The minister said that needs to stop, and we wholeheartedly agree.
So maybe everybody needs to start looking at the top and how did we mismanage this post office that badly and to be where we are now.
Giordano says if Canada Post goes down, Canadians will pay more to send letters and packages.
The moment we're out of the market, Amazon, Walmart, DHL, UPS, FedEx, all these big companies, they can charge you whatever you want. We're about 30%, in some cases 50% cheaper than our competitors because, again, we are a public service, not a for-profit business.
While most mail has stopped being delivered by Canada Post, government support checks and live animals are still being shipped. In Goderich, Scott Miller, CTV News.
Canada's first large-scale electric vehicle battery plant is getting closer to mass production. Officials with Nexstar Energy say they've completed construction on a $5 billion facility in Windsor. The plant is expected to create more than 2,000 jobs focused on producing battery cells and assembly operations. Those operations are expected to ramp up by the end of this year. The casino at Sarnia's Hiawatha Horse Park is closing. The provincial government is terminating the Gateway Casino's lease. The slots will shut down by March 31st next year, and up to 100 jobs will be lost. The provincial government had allowed the machines back at the track in January 2020 to supplement the financial struggles in the horse racing industry. Hundreds of people gathered in downtown St. Thomas Tuesday afternoon honoring Truth and Reconciliation Day. With more on the ceremonies and their significance, here's Brent Lale.
My opinion, that's only my opinion, but that is the first step to truth and reconciliation, is ensuring that every Indigenous community has clean, safe drinking water.
Chris Patriquin knows a lot about clean drinking water. Since the Boil Water Advisory in 2019, he's been producing and delivering clean drinking water to local First Nations.
I'm calling on the federal government and Indigenous Services Canada to ensure that every Indigenous community in Canada has clean, safe drinking water. 2019, they issued a Boil Water Advisory, and we're still here with no clear fix in sight.
It's important that they're learning young.
Tuesday afternoon, hundreds of people gathered on Talbot Street in St. Thomas to recognize Truth and Reconciliation Day. They had drummers, dancers, speakers, a flag raising, and a fire ceremony. With the help of the City of St. Thomas, the event continues to grow. This year, they closed off a section of the main street and involved 210 children.
We had a story time for them, and they painted some rocks. And I think having them here and being able to do that, tell them the story, gives from me as a intergenerational survivor, gives them the truth of the story. I don't know what they teach in school. They all knew about residential schools, but I don't know how much they knew about residential school. So I just tried to tell them the truth in their age group.
Patriquin says this is a day of reflection and education.
It's an important day for us to come together with everyone, with all Canadians, to share stories about intergenerational trauma, about what's carried on from these schools that have gone from generation to generation. So it's important that we talk about it.
Brent Lale, CTV News.
The founder of renowned music group Jeans and Classics, who had ties here in London, has died. According to the group's Facebook page, Peter Brennan died in his home Monday after a cancer battle. Brennan studied music at Western University, going on to tour extensively and produce albums. He was best known for Jeans and Classics, his symphonic rock fusion project. Brennan was 73 years old. Later on CTV News, tiny hope and big dreams. Move-in day at a St. Thomas affordable housing project.
5K a day is back on 97.5.
Virgin Radio.
Listen to Jeff KP and Backstage Ben for your chance to win $5,000
Every weekday.
5K a day.
Virgin Radio.
Canada's main stock index entered record territory late this morning in trading, helped by strength in the technology sector. The TSX is up 85 points. In New York, the Dow added 43. The Nasdaq rose 95. The Canadian dollar lost almost a tenth of a cent. On commodity markets, gold gained more than $24 an ounce. Oil fell about 60 cents a barrel. The federal government has denied a request from Marineland to export 30 beluga whales to an aquarium in China. Officials with the theme park are criticizing the decision, saying they have few options available to care for the whales, leaving their fate in limbo. Heather Wright reports.
The last captive whales in Canada are behind these gates. Marineland, the zoo and amusement park near Niagara Falls, Ontario, had requested an export permit to send its 30 beluga whales to the Chimelong Ocean Kingdom in China, which today was denied by Ottawa as it would have prolonged the whales' captivity.
It is not okay to keep them in captivity for entertainment purposes.
In a statement, Marineland said it was profoundly disappointed in the federal government's decision, saying it condemns these magnificent animals to an uncertain future at a closed facility with no ability to pay for their continued feeding and care. Marineland has not been open in more than a year and is currently up for sale. At least 20 whales have died here since 2019. In 2021, the province said all marine mammals living here were in distress. One option for the Marineland belugas is to send them to a proposed sanctuary in Nova Scotia. But that sanctuary is not open and has yet to receive the lease and approvals necessary. Melissa Matlow with World Animal Protection is calling on politicians to do what they can to get it up and running.
I believe the sanctuary is ready to accept the whales within a year. I mean, it takes that amount of time to condition whales for transport anyway.
Today, Ontario Premier Doug Ford said the fate of the whales is now in the hands of the federal government after it denied Marineland's request.
If we want these whales to survive, we have to move them somewhere.
The fisheries minister said today she is open to other options when it comes to these whales, but there aren't any easy ones. They cannot be released into the wild, and experts say some might not be healthy enough to be moved. Heather Wright, CTV News, Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Good evening. Mainly clear overnight and comfortable. Temperatures dropping into the single digits. Now, my friend Adam Rigby sent this photo in of his pup, Gus. I've met Gus, and he's a good boy. Adam, if you are taking Gus out for a walk tomorrow morning, expect lots of sunshine and just a beautiful start to the day. Temperatures are headed up this weekend. Back to summer-like conditions, upper 20s. Stay with us. I'll have all your local details coming up in just a few minutes.
Welcome back on the desk now with Julie Atchison. Just like that, it is October. I have to say it doesn't quite feel like it yet. We wrapped up September with some heat, and it's getting almost, I'd say, hot for October as we get toward the weekend.
Yeah, we could see records falling in parts of the region. Temperatures are headed into the upper 20s. So yes, we're talking some heat once again. But we do have some cool air out there tonight, especially in eastern Ontario towards Cornwall, Ottawa, Brockville. A frost advisory in effect, and that's in place for parts of southern Quebec as well. Widespread, stretching all the way into the province of New Brunswick. 21 degrees are high today, 9 degrees are low. You can see we're still above normal, although it was nice and fresh. It's cool out there tonight, and it will be cool heading into tomorrow morning. So nice conditions as you head out the door. So it feels fall-like in the morning, but by the afternoon, we're talking summer-like temperatures. 5 to 6 degrees in KW Mount Forest, and still double digits along the lake shore of Erie and Huron. High pressure in the upper atmosphere, and we do have a bit of a block, so not a whole lot moving. And not a whole lot changing in our forecast as we head into the weekend. There's been some active weather across the southern prairies with a few showers and thunderstorms moving through late this afternoon into the evening, although things starting to quiet down. The tropics are showing some hurricanes. Imelda and Humberto are moving up coastal areas, although well out in the Atlantic and will stay offshore. Could have minimal impact in parts of the Maritimes as we head toward the weekend, but expecting it to be a very minor with some cloud cover, possibility of some rough surf. As we go out 24 hours, you can see just a few fair weather clouds, so we'll go from sunny to mainly sunny in your forecast tomorrow. Now, the next opportunity for rain not coming in until Monday night, and we do have some showers in the forecast on Tuesday. But ahead of that, we have some beautiful weather on the way with some mild conditions heading into the mornings even, and then hot in the afternoon. So your Thursday forecast, sunshine, 22 degrees, winds out of the east, but by the evening, the winds will be shifting southeast. That will usher in some warm conditions for your Friday with sunshine, a mix of sun and clouds Saturday and Sunday. Over the weekend, 27 to 28 degrees. This is the first weekend of October. A normal daytime high 18. So we're going to average almost 10 degrees above normal this weekend. So it's still going to feel like summer. I'm sure people will be enjoying perhaps a bit of beach time. You can, if you still have your pool open, this will be a great pool weekend as well. Mix of sun and cloud Monday, showers coming in Monday night, and we do have some showers in the forecast on Tuesday. Cooling down on Wednesday under a mix of sun and cloud. Overnight lows, comfortable but on the mild side as we head into the weekend, back into the double digits. And that's the same pattern in Midwestern Ontario. Normally this time of year we start to see a big deviation in our temperatures as we start to cool down. Not so. We have lots of sunshine right through the weekend to a mix of sun and cloud. Daytime highs averaging anywhere from 6 close to 10 degrees above normal, soaking up the sunshine and the summer extension. I was calling it a summer flashback last week. It's a summer extension this week in terms of our warmth holding. Chance of showers not moving in until Monday night. We need the rain, so Monday night into Tuesday will be our next opportunity to squeeze out a bit of rainfall in advance of a cold front that will cool us down by midweek next week. Carlyle, back to you.
Thank you, Julie. A milestone day for the Tiny Hope Project in St. Thomas. The community's first residents have officially moved in. With more on today's excitement and the work still to do, here's Jerry Dewan.
It's move-in day for 16 people who will occupy 10 Tiny Hope units now ready to be lived in.
Together, we are opening homes and building hope. Welcome to this chapter of affordable housing in our community.
The Tiny Hope Project was shepherded by the YWCA St. Thomas Elgin, Sanctuary Homes, and Doug Terry Homes. The Terry family has been building in the community for 7 decades, and it was clear this project had special significance for the company's president.
Oh my God, tears. You know, it's been a long journey.
Terry says as a member of the community, it was difficult to see so many people struggling to make ends meet.
To see it come to fruition and know that we're making this type of a difference for people, I mean, it's just priceless.
The project, which has 1, 2, and 3-bedroom units, also challenged builders to innovate to meet the needs of families.
As a home builder, what we found challenging was putting all the regular big stuff into a little space. And so, again, creative problem solving, a great team of people, lots of volunteers working on this project.
Rice says the project goes beyond giving people a place to live.
It's going to be the supports and services that are tailored to the needs of each family and individual on this property to help them build that foundation, to help them create pathways to economic security, whether it's through training, employment, life skills development.
We were asked not to show people moving into their units in order to protect their privacy, but signs welcoming them were posted on the doors of the units. There will be a total of 40 Tiny Hope units by the time the project is complete in June of 2026. Fundraising has purchased furnishings for 20 of the units, and the effort continues to furnish the rest. In St. Thomas, Jerry Dewan, CTV News.
CTV News London has a newsletter helping you start your day with the latest local headlines. By signing up, you'll get local news content from CTV London direct to your inbox, including top stories, the forecast, and videos. You can sign up at ctvnewslondon.ca. And before we go tonight, dozens of kids in St. Thomas helping the Parks and Rec Department plant a mini forest this week in a local park. Take a look.
See now how that's below the soil? We're doing a Maya-Walkie mini forest. So we've brought the community in to plant 400 trees in a 10 by 10 area. We're planting trees 50 centimeters apart, or you could say 4 trees per square meter.
Trees are really cool, and I think it's really good to plant trees.
This is called Wild Wisdom, and what the series is about, it's about learning about parks, nature, and working with the seasons. So what we do is throughout the year, seasonally, we have events in different parks locations throughout St. Thomas. We've had everything from greenhouse tour and cocktail hour to a fun kids day, and obviously our fall planting day today.
We always want to get the community involved. 2, we're creating instant habitat for pollinators, native insects, wildlife, and these mini forests have a way of collecting a ton of carbon in a very small space. So, we're involved in the community, we're creating space for pollinators and wildlife, and plus we're helping out the environment.
That's it for us. Thanks for watching. For all of us at CTV News London, I'm Carlyle Fiset. Have a good night.